What's up, guys? Welcome to the Lunch Table Podcast. Hope you guys are having a good day. How are you guys doing?
Shit, I'm doing good.
Me too.
Having a good day. Always excited on a Tuesday, because I know it's podcast day with us. And then, we got the new daylight savings. I'm personally a fan of it.
Yeah.
I think we had 3 months or something with the other one.
Yeah.
3 months. It was longer though.
Probably.
It's like half the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a fan of it because since I be running at night,
Yeah.
by 5, 6 it's already late, and not that it's a bad thing, but I don't know. I'm just not if it's an extra hour or two of more sun when the sun's going down, I can start raining by that time. I'm just a fan of that. So
Yeah.
You like running in the sun and stuff, or
or more when the sun's coming down. At that peak time for me, it's it's just good. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I like daylight savings, but at the same time I don't. For one, we get less sleep, guys, and then for the other, it's you get to do more stuff too. You get 2 extra hour or an extra hour of sunlight. You get to stay out longer, and the sun's still out and shit.
Yeah, dude. I've been it messed me up so bad. I've been late at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every day. I mean, it's like that usually, but this time I've been 20, 30 minutes.
To late.
Yeah. Yeah, my boss is always like, "You gotta come."
Damn,
really?
bro.
I'm like, "I'll try."
20 minutes late?
Yeah. That's not normal for you. You guys don't do that,
Bruh.
I probably
Hell no.
I slept overtime. I've overslept once, but I didn't show up to work once. That was
Damn.
a couple years ago. But I'm a big on time type of guy.
Nah, I don't really
Personally.
care for work though, bro, because it's I feel like they're always pulling some slick stuff, some slick shit. This week it was so weird because or you know what? I don't know if I should say. What if they find it? No, whatever, bro.
They will.
They'll find it, but I
They
just
need
want
you,
them
bro.
to know that I know. I know, all right.
We know what's going on.
I'm not gonna name the company.
No.
Nothing. I'm not gonna do none of that. But all right. So check this out. So last month we got paid. So usually the period is from the 15th to the 30th or something like that.
You get paid bi-weekly?
Bi-weekly.
Yeah.
Bi-weekly. Yeah, bi-weekly. And so usually it's until the 30th. So February obviously doesn't have 30 days. It's 28. So what they said, I don't know why they cut off 2 extra days anyway. But on the 26th, we the pay period ended. And they left the 27th and 28th for the next paycheck, they said, apparently.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. I'll just check that they're in
Your pay stub.
my pay stub, yeah. So
I
then
never check mines.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, dude, I feel like they're doing some stuff.
I'm just I trust
You
it.
trust them?
Nah, I don't.
That's your first mistake.
After this, bro, I don't trust him at all, bro. I feel like so today we got paid that just 2 days, right? But I guess they think they could, or I don't want to accuse anybody, right? But I think
Allegedly.
so. Allegedly, that I still have. I don't know for sure. Yes, for sure. No, I'm still investigating it.
Yeah.
But bruh, so we've been trying to get a bonus check for the longest, right? At that job.
Yeah.
And it's hella hard to do. And today we got it. All right? And so I got a normal check and the bonus check. And I'm looking at the hours and they're not lining up. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, are they trying to pass the 2 days as the bonus check? They're trying to pass my own money as a bonus. And I'm like what
They're
the
not
heck?
slick.
They're not slick. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one that noticed. And one of my coworkers was like, hey, did you? I brought it up to one of my coworkers,
Yeah.
and he said, oh yeah, that's what this other coworker was saying. And I'm like, I gotta check this out. You know what I mean?
And we about to put a rug.
Yeah, dude, I was so mad. I was like, because at first I was like, oh cool, I got a bonus check, you know?
Yeah.
But they said you should already got it, and I'm like, okay, I checked it. And it was a check for $260, right? And I need my phone for this one actually, for real, cause I did the math, and for 2 days of work, 8 hours each, it'd be 258.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking these dudes are giving me a bonus check with my own money. Cause think think about the coincidence, right? We're always asking for a bonus check, and all of a sudden we get one, right? and the
How do you even get
the 2 days? What?
How do you even get a bonus check? Just like doing good or what?
Yeah, doing good. But the thing is,
You never get any, so you
we never get any. And all of a sudden, the 2 days that we don't see,
you get a bonus.
yeah, we
check.
get a bonus out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I brought it up to the dude, and I'm like, I was like, can I see my pay stub? And he's like, no.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, I was like, what? I was
Can't
like,
see it.
yeah. He said I can't see. I said, okay, cool. Like, is there another time you can do it? And he's like, no. Is there anything else I could tell you no to? And I was
Really?
like, oh yeah. And I was
Fuck
like,
that dude.
I was like, all right, it's good. I could, I could go up to the office
Yeah.
and ask them for my pay stub.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
that's okay with you. And he's like, oh, I didn't know you needed it right now. So then he pulls it up and prints it right there. And I'm still doing the math.
No, yeah.
At first, I thought they were stealing hours from me, but I don't think they're stealing hours. I think they're just passing off my own money as a bonus check.
Gotcha.
So I don't ask for
Yeah.
one in the future. They're like, oh, well, you got that bonus check, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
That's tough.
I just gotta
Yeah.
get on there, bro. I just gotta get out of there because
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that place.
Yeah.
I do want to go other place. I want to be a trucker, so I'm gonna start that soon. Because the only thing holding me back before was the being you have to be 21. But yeah, that place fucking steals shit from me, and supposedly it's haunted. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I'm
okay.
like, yeah, because so I've never been there at night, but there's been like some weird shit. Like
Yeah.
that's just scary to me, bro. I don't know what story. I don't think I felt one, but there has been some coworkers that say, "Don't go in that bathroom." There's a ghost in there, but yeah.
Damn.
But I don't know. I feel like I'm on the fence on it about ghosts and stuff. I don't know.
You personally, or
I feel like I'm on the fence because I feel like the stuff that happens to me always has like maybe like a shadow of a doubt.
Like at work or just in general?
I have work.
Like experiences?
Wait, at work and at home.
Oh.
But I feel like the home ones are a little bit more explainable. The ones at
yeah.
work, bro, the ones at work, I cannot explain at all.
Really?
Yeah, I remember. So I used to work at this corporation. There's pizza place. What's it called? And all right, so supposedly my boss. So I would close by myself sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And she just be like, "Be careful, there's a little girl around here, supposedly." Or something, right? and bro, it was so weird, bro. I'm telling you, it was so weird because usually it was me and another friend that would close, and it was fun. I remember those days as like pretty fun. I didn't really care. We only had to mop, clean the bathrooms, whatever. And cleaning the bathrooms was really bad. I was like, you know.
When I worked at fast food, I hated cleaning the bathroom.
Yeah, that shit sucks, dude. But yeah, anyways, so it was funny. It was funny because one day, so this pizza place has a I would say arcade room, right?
Yeah.
And so the way it's set up is you could see everything from the corridor. If you're looking down it's everything. There's no other way around. There's no way through. There's no way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm chilling on that one the thing where you get the little thing and you
Where you cut the pizza?
hockey.
Oh, the hockey.
No, I cut the
The air hockey table.
They were like, which pizza place? No, it was in the arcade. So it was in the arcade.
So the air hockey.
There's only one way in, one way out. There's really nowhere to hide. And if people are hiding, you could see them.
There's the back door though.
No, there isn't. No,
Yeah.
not the same one you were in.
Oh, not the same one that I was
it
working
a
in?
different
Oh,
one.
okay.
This was in Hayward. This is a different.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, either way, one way in, one way out, you could only see in there, right? So the way it's set up is when you enter the room, there's the machine there, the air hockey, and then there's arcades lined up to the other side, right? To the wall. Most of them are to the wall. I think there's one in the corner that's like a little bit ajar. I know because I would go there and eat cookies during work. I don't care. I would eat pizza there all the time, and my coworker probably still goes there. But anyways, we were I was chilling there by myself. There was nobody else there, or at least that I knew of. Like just looking forward, and I feel a little bouncy ball hit me on the back, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm alone, so I'm not really too worried about it. But there's like a little bouncy ball that hits me in the back.
Did you see the bouncy ball like bounce or you just felt it?
I just felt it because I was in the I was facing this way,
Uh-huh.
and the bouncy ball hits me like almost in the butt, almost. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you know, and I'm
Who
thinking
did
it's,
that?
I'm thinking it's my coworker, like, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's my coworker hiding, eating pizza in the back. So I check behind. So I'm a skeptic, right? So I'm thinking, I'm checking I'm lifting every possible rock to see, to just, it's legit, you know. There's nobody behind the machines. There's nowhere near me. There's no one near me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? You know, this bouncy ball hit me in my fucking ass.
Wait, what? They actually found it? Like there was a bouncy ball?
No, yeah. So it when it hit me, it bounced off, you know, my upper back on the air hockey machine. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? You know? And I'm looking around everywhere. There's nobody there. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. Cause my boss had just told me a few days before that a little girl would appear. But you know, other than that, there was no real, I didn't see nothing or nothing, but the ball, like, and especially in the arcade room.
Yeah.
Of all places, you know? Because, you know, little kids like arcade rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking, I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know what to think of it. To this day, I feel like something threw that ball at me.
Something supernatural.
Something supernatural for sure.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because all right, so I'm thinking maybe I sat on it and it bounced up, but that doesn't make sense.
What? Nah.
That doesn't make sense.
That's not it. That's not it.
Because usually, all right, when shit like that happens, you try to think of a rational. You don't go straight.
No.
to
it had to be this,
Yeah,
right? I had to sit on it.
But the way it bounced, it was like if someone just threw it lightly, you know, and it went, you know, it went like.
Hey, maybe the ghost wanted to play. Bro.
No, and then my boss comes in and I'm like, the fucking ghost just threw a ball at my butt. You know? He just threw it at my ass. And she was like, she didn't believe me, but yeah, I knew for a fact it was something supernatural, bro.
Damn.
Because there's no way. Like, you
Yeah,
know
it's
what
like
I mean? I feel
inexplainable.
like it sounds so lame, but at the time I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? You know, I can't explain it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a couple other stories, but you guys got any? You guys believe in that stuff?
I personally don't believe in that. I mean, it's been certain things.
You've
like,
never had a experience?
I hope so. I see it one day. Cause like, bro, it's just like,
Oh, you want to see it?
yeah,
Ghost?
cause everybody be like, oh, they exist and everything. I'm like, bro, I haven't.
But you haven't experienced none.
You've never had a
like nothing.
ghost throw a bouncy ball at your butt?
Nah, like not even a shadow or like I see a shadow at the corner of my eye, I be like, oh, there.
Oh, really?
Like I'm thinking, I'll be like, oh, it's probably
whatever.
yeah, cause it's like, bro, like I don't want to be like, oh, I'm not scared of anything, but like shit like that, like to me, it doesn't exist, cause I'm like a very scientific person, I guess.
Yeah, bro.
But like shit like that, like
I mean, that's
Nah,
good.
I don't believe
you
it.
don't scare yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I was little alone at the house, I feel like I'd see weird shit. But I feel like it was just, you know, in my head. Just scary little kid.
Bro, when I be running, like at night, especially at night, like I'm like so focused, right? So like something like sometimes when like just something like pops out of like the corner of my eye, I'd be like, oh shit.
Bro, you should go to, you know where I go? For fishing, that spot. It's like a 30-minute walk, and I'd be going there at night sometime, or like not at night, but like around before daylight savings, and the sun would go down like right when I got there. So
No, I'm not
the
running
wa-
that shit at night.
The walk back was so dark, bro. It's so scary.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, and alone. You know, going
Yeah.
alone, because with 30 friends, you're like, haha, whatever.
Yeah, no,
Alone is
yeah.
crazy.
When Regal went by himself, I was like, he's crazy. Because it was
went 3
going to
times by
rain,
myself.
too.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
going to rain. And then he's like, nah, I'm going to still go.
He showed us fish. I told you, bro.
dedicated.
Yeah,
He's like,
Yeah.
it's the best time.
It's the best time. No, yeah, it was pretty good. He got like 2 in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And we're not telling you about the fishing spot, so don't even think about it.
yeah, no.
It's our spot. But
No, that's crazy because you hear a lot of like folk tales from back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with like duendes. You guys know what duendes are?
Or like
Like the little troll kind of.
Yeah.
all the gnomes.
The gnomes, yeah, they're like gnomes, kind of like troll
Yeah.
kind of things. You guys don't know what that
It
is?
seems familiar.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
No, let me tell you guys a story, bro. Like about duendes, bro. So, oh shit, my fault. So legend has it, right? Or like this little story comes from like my pueblo in Mexico. Legend has it that there was this guy that he was hella good with playing like guitar, right? That was his thing. He was like hella good.
Yeah.
So like in like times where like parties, you know, posadas and shit, like people would go out and like party. That boy would play guitar in like in la plaza, you know, in the little, and then everybody. It was just like a cool little, how you call it, a cool little like vibe, right? Everybody enjoying the fucking party and shit, and he's playing guitar.
Yeah.
And everybody knew him in town because he's hella good at guitar, so everybody knew him. Like, oh, for example, let's call him Juan. Oh, ahí va Juan. There Juan go. Like, hey Juan, yeah, Juan de la guitarra, bro. Like, haz de cuenta, right? So basically, on one day they were doing basically like another get together. The whole town was there.
Yeah.
And he was playing his guitar, and then they're like, oh, it's 1 a.m. Let's go back home. Da da da. The boy was walking home. And then the next day, people were like, hey, Juan's parents were like, hey, have you seen Juan? No. Like, the boy, like, no. Like, so the whole town started, like, a whole search party looking.
Oh, so he went missing.
The boy went missing.
Oh, shit.
The boy went missing.
Fuck.
And it was, it's crazy because, like, he was gone for, like, a long time, right? And that boy, I'm talking 10 years.
Oh.
Out of nowhere, that boy returns. Like, out of nowhere, that boy, like, he's at home. He didn't age a bit from the day he went missing.
No,
you're right.
Wait,
No.
bro,
but this is a folk tale. Like I can't be like, oh, this is 100% true.
Nah. But for real,
But
I've heard this shit like that.
Yeah. But the thing they say about the duendes, about those like little gnome things, is that they steal time. So basically, he was telling when people asked him like, "Where you been, bro? It's been 10 years. Like, where you at? Or like, what have you been doing?" He's like, "What do you mean? I played a 5-minute song for the little duendes.
No.
Whoa. And they were like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you've been missing for 10 years. And he was like, no, I could have sworn I was walking down the street going back home from the boy was talking about like a little party, the get together the town had, right? He's like, no, I was just coming back. Like, everybody just left. Everybody was walking home. It was a 5-minute walk. I did a 5-minute song for the little gnomes.
Damn.
And everybody's like, dude, what the hell? Like, this dude's been missing this dude's been missing for 10 years, and he says he was playing a 5-minute song for some gnomes, and that's what they're known for. Like, I know I have a lot of Filipino friends that also believe in gnomes, and it's just like, oh, but that's a little like folktale that comes from my pueblo, or in Mexico, bro. Yeah. And I'm like, damn. Sometimes those stories are interesting, you know.
I feel like he has doubts. You have doubts?
No, I do. I don't. That's why I said I want to see it,
bruh.
But how would you see it? It's just like, yeah, it's like stories.
Let me tell you. I was gonna be like, nah, but then I remember, bruh. Not even to like make it interesting, bruh. Like, bruh. I'm not fucking around. Like I would watch this thing. So there's this guy called David Paulides. David Paulides.
That sounds familiar.
He's a policeman up in Montana.
Yeah.
And he would he investigates disappearances in the woods in North America. Mexico's North America, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And bruh, literally, so it's not like he's like a crazy, tinfoil head guy. He's a police officer. He's like a well-rounded person.
Like a bounty hunter.
Not a bounty hunter. He's a literally
like a police officer that looks for missing
people. He's a literal police officer. He investigates it.
Yeah.
And there's stories. There's hella stories. You can look him up. He has like 6 books, hella thick like this.
Oh really?
Of stories of people that go in the woods in North America and just go missing. They go missing. Some of them come back. Some of them don't. But like the thing is, they're hella weird. I'm pretty sure you know a story like that. I feel like you've told me about a story like that. So this guy goes missing up in the. Oh, he goes up. Yeah, my bad. So he goes missing up in the. I think either in I forgot if it was Alaska. No, so some of them do in Alaska, but others go in like Montana. Just up north.
Yeah.
And supposedly there was this kid. That there was this group of kids, right?
Yeah.
They were with their parents in the woods or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And just to make it short, because it's really long, they their parents like turn around for a second. They turn around for a second, right? They just turn around because they're walking. They're like whatever, they're doing their thing. They turn around like literally 1 second to the other. It's not like it was 10 minutes. Like 1 second to the other, they're gone. No foot, no trail of feet, nothing. Like there's no like animal attack. There's like no sign of blood, nothing like that. And I think in this particular case, they found the kids, but like some like crazy distance, like 10 miles away from where they went missing. And the thing is, kids can't hike that long. I think one of the kids didn't even have shoes. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, in the woods, when you go hiking, it's not 10 straight miles. Like you have to go around through the thing, like over stuff. And the kids did it in less than. I think they found them the same day actually. 10 miles away.
10 miles to walk is a lot of fucking time.
Yeah, it's still a lot. And
Especially
in the woods,
hiking when it's like trailing.
when you're hiking, yeah, that's even more.
Do the kids have any like memory or?
Yeah,
anything
dude.
of
So
what
the
happened?
shit was crazy, bro. So when they find the kids hiding, they find the kid hiding in bushes.
Both of
Because
them.
they're
or
like
just
they're
one?
like checking all of them. They found all. Of
Oh,
them.
okay.
Yeah, they found all of them. And so they find. So this is in. Keep in mind, this is
In
North
Alaska.
America, the North, hella cold, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Alaska, I forgot.
Canada, some cold place out
It was
there.
a cold place in the woods. So they find the kids and they tell them, oh, so like what happened? Like what did you see? I think the oldest kid was like 5, and he's like, oh, we were hiding from the gorillas.
Gorilla.
Yeah, and they're like gorillas, like gorillas, like there's no fucking
Yeah.
gorillas here. You know what I mean? And apparently they were like, they said they picked them up and like were running off with them, or like they supposedly they outran the gorillas.
Dang.
Even if it's true that they saw gorillas, there's no way a
Outruns a
5-year-old
gorilla.
kid is outrunning them.
Like a gorilla.
You know what I mean? Like I know it sounds like bullshit, bro. You guys think I'm crazy, bro, but I swear to God, it's in the police report, bro. And like literally the like how do you outrun? Or let's say there was a gorilla, right?
Yeah.
How do you outrun a gorilla that's like used to that was used to shit like that, like swinging branches and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
and
habitat.
without shoes. The oldest kid being 5.
Yeah.
So that means that at least one kid was carrying the baby. You know what I mean? There's no way he could outrun a gorilla.
It's like shit like that. Like I don't believe in ghosts, but it's like, bro, it's like,
there's supernatural shit going on.
yeah, it's like something's going
It
on.
sounds like a
Like
make believe. That's why I don't want to speak for Juan, but that's why.
Yeah,
it's
sounds
hard to
crazy.
believe.
It's almost like it's so detached from reality. I can't believe.
Yeah, I believe it.
You know what I
'cause
mean?
It's a police officer. He has nothing to gain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially
nah.
too, if you just like attach it to like how like movies are like done nowadays, when like haunted movies, like
Yeah.
it just make it like so it's harder to.
It's just eerie.
For like
Yeah.
ghosts, I believe in ghosts, but I don't believe in how like a lot of people or how they're depicted as they could like pick stuff up.
Yeah.
You know, like in movies they're like throwing plates across the fucking throwing plates at you and shit. I don't believe in that. I believe because I do believe in spirits and stuff.
Yeah.
So and like ghosts, but like as in like they could pick objects up or stuff like that. I don't really think that's where I personally draw the line.
How can you like? Do you know that like the difference? Like,
No, I can't say I'm an expert at it,
No,
but I,
no,
like
no.
it fascinates me because like
it's just interesting. Like, how would you like depict?
Like
it?
so, it's not
You
like
know.
you think ghosts aren't like tangible. You can't.
yeah,
you
no,
can't, like
yeah, they can't like I just think they can't like say there was a ghost in this room right now, right? Like it could be sitting next to me right now. It could be sitting next to Juan or something. But I think like I draw I think I could I'll draw my limits at like throwing stuff.
We need some Ghostbusters up in here.
Yeah, I feel like it might be exaggerated.
Yeah, like if you say like, oh, there's a ghost and it could like toss this table over, I'd be like, maybe. But I do believe like there could be ghosts out there because like, sometimes how do you get like, you ever get like them shivers? You're like,
You
You're
feel like,
like,
someone's around you, huh?
yeah, you feel like that kind of presence,
That,
like
that was me the other
Yeah.
day, bro. I was looking down the hallway.
Yeah.
And I was just waiting for something to be like there. Looking at me. So I was like, fuck.
And it's not like saying like, oh, I'm scared. It's just like, bro, like
It's-
it's kind of
Yeah, 'cause-
it's kind of like eerie. The feeling is kind of
I get out of nowhere.
yeah. It's just like, bro, it's just like trying to see like what's going on.
We look back at the videos. There's a ghost tapped into the table.
They're like, bro, why was one hair like floating or something, bro? That's hella funny.
It's crazy because at work today, like one of my coworkers was like, she like looked down like at her shoes, and I'm like, oh. And then she said in Spanish, she was like, oh, asustan aquí, which is like, oh, like, is it like,
Did they scare?
yeah.
Like this scary, yeah.
And then she was like, I feel like someone just like pulled my pants.
He said the ghost just smacked my ass. Man.
And it's crazy because like we're talking about it today, and that happened today, and like I was like, when she
Yeah,
said that, I was
that's
like,
so
what
weird.
the hell?
Supposedly, there's some people that could see it better than other people.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in like mediums and stuff like that?
Was media.
What is that?
Pretty much, it's like
it's
a person that's like I guess like a portal
Talking
in
to
a way,
them.
or just
Bruh,
to, like, to the outside world.
I was just about to say, like,
I don't
what
know.
if like schizophrenic people or like that portal? That'd be
I
pretty
don't know.
crazy.
Oh,
There's
that's
this
kinda
guy.
interesting. That's kind of
Yeah.
interesting.
Because people
that I
think
would like to experience and see for myself.
There's this guy that like he has like a whole TV show. I saw an episode yesterday or like half of one, and he pretty much just like meets with some famous people. He also does it with like regular people. He goes on live sometimes as well, and he pretty much just comes. He sits down and then he starts like making sketches of what he like feels and like what comes to his mind, and then he'll just like tell the person, and it's like stuff that you know, unless you know that person, you wouldn't have known that. And it's pretty interesting.
He draws faces.
He just scribbles. Like random scribbles.
Damn. And then only the person that's there could know what that is, huh? Like, well, how does he know?
He just says stuff, and then like what?
Damn.
He's basically like just like the translator. He's like the translator in a way.
Y'all heard that story? It's like this little kid. I don't know how many years ago, but it's like a legit story. Like some little kid, like he kept telling his mom, "Oh, the gunshots," or something like that. Somehow, but like it's like his past life.
Oh,
y'all heard about that, right?
Like
it's
experiencing a past life.
Yeah, and then
I haven't heard that one.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, my real name is so and so. I forgot his fucking name."
That sounds familiar. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I seen it on YouTube. It's actually like for real. It's not bullshit. Like, he's like, "Oh, my name is this, and I died like this," and then mom was like, "Oh, whatever." Like,
yeah.
And then they actually
go search. I think
they actually searched it up, and his real name was in when it was in the war, and he died that same fucking.
Damn.
I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm
It's
talking
hard
about.
for kids to retain things, so I don't think he's, you know.
What's it called?
Yeah.
I heard a similar one in where like this family took a trip. I think it was Italy, and they were passing by like a bar, and then he was like, "Oh, the owner!" Like, and he like tries to like call out the name of the owner, and he's like, "I used to come here like all the time." And you know the parents were like, "What the hell?" So
He's a
they
fucking
went
kid,
in.
right?
Yeah, they went in and they asked for the owner, and like apparently the owner has been like dead for like 50+ years.
Oh damn.
And
And
like,
did he know the name?
He knew him by name and everything.
Hey,
He's like, yeah, that was my
No, it's
guy.
pretty-
yeah, there was one I've heard of the.
Wait, let him finish. Let him
Oh,
finish.
Oh no,
my
that,
bad, my
that's
bad.
pretty much it.
Oh my bad. I feel like an asshole.
Go.
That was pretty
he
much it. It
basically
was
knew
just
him?
like
Damn.
he just like knew him, and there's like no way to explain like
Oh,
how he could have like known him.
Do you guys believe in reincarnation?
I'm
Because
I have a debate on that.
You have a debate
Just,
on
like,
that?
If there's reincarnation, does that mean that there's heaven in a way?
No. So either it's reincarnation or there's not heaven.
because I think
well,
You know, it's probably like
Or they
one or
say
the other.
It's because it makes sense. Because when people say that, like, well, from what I've seen, like, they'd be like, "Oh, I was in heaven. Or I talked to God and stuff." And
it's because I took a religious studies class in Ashabo, and it was like because we were studying all different type of religion. I correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably hella wrong on this. I think it's Buddhism that they reincarnate until they live, I think, a certain amount of lives until you reach a point where you're at nirvana. And nirvana is like the point. I'm probably wrong. It's been like 2 years since I took that class. It's like the point when you're like, you know, like, I guess wise enough to move on to and that's when you actually die.
Okay.
That's not like that's like I believe. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
Catholic, but it's like
It's interesting, right?
yeah, like
because
you know,
y'all know what? Keep going. I'll say.
it was just like I don't know, like in terms of religion and stuff. Like I'm like personally, I'm like every religion makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
and it's kind of like when you tie into like what's the afterlife and shit, like the ghosts.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I'm not really sold on ghosts. And then, like, I've been talking to my brother. He's like, oh, if you believe in God. Because he's like, he's not hella religious, but he's more religious than me. He's like, oh, if you believe in God, then it kind of makes sense. Like, you believe in ghosts. You're supposed to. I'm like, nah, because just like, I don't know, it's weird to me. It's like, I have
Yeah,
because
because God doesn't necessarily mean there's other stuff. You could just be there's a higher being.
Yeah.
Because you guys know what purgatory is? Like, or what's that? Limbo.
It's like you're in the middle.
You're in the middle. Like, well, obviously you're dead, but like, it's like, I don't want to get into like religion,
Kinda like
that,
the bridge?
but it's like you haven't reached heaven, but you're not in hell. Like it's a place where you're like kind of stuck, and a lot of people
say it's worse though.
A lot of people say that it's a soul or a soul or spirit that hasn't solved they have like a problem and they need to solve it.
Oh yeah,
Like-
I have heard.
Yeah, like they need to find their inner peace
Yeah.
because they died and they didn't have the peace.
Yeah,
or
that's why
whatever.
people that die in like stabbings or whatever, they're like, oh, we gotta help them move on. They're like, you heard of that?
you know what's hella funny about?
yeah.
You watched Lucifer too, right, Angel?
Yeah.
the show on
The
Netflix?
show, right?
Seen it?
No, I've seen a couple episodes.
It's interesting because like for anyone who hasn't watched it, pretty much it's kind of a spoiler. Well, I guess, but
I mean,
All right.
pretty much
Oh yeah, spoiler alert.
the people that like go to hell in that show, the reason like the what they experience there is like what is it?
it's their own guilt.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like
So
technically they're free, but their personal guilt is what's trapping them.
yeah,
Like
they
all the doors are unlocked. You could like leave anytime that you want, but it's up to that person.
Yeah.
Like you're not being held captive in a way. It's like your own personal guilt, and you like relive it.
That's like not to get hella in religion.
Yeah,
we're just
it's interesting though. It's interesting.
Yeah.
There's this another show called The Good Place. But it's
familiar.
but it's basically it starts off. Oh, spoiler again. It starts off.
Spoil podcast.
But the show starts off as like it's people like who died already and they're like moving on, and everything at the good place is like dope, right? They have a nice house. They have like there's other like spirits walking around, but it's not till later in the season when they start noticing like well, something's not right here. Like why is everything so good? And then like just starts like stuff starts like tripping them out. Like hey, like something's not right here, right?
Like the Truman Show, no?
Yeah, well, kind of like the Truman Show.
No, not yeah.
No, but I get what you're saying. And then it's kind of like it's kind of like at the end they kind of find out that they're not in the good place. It's not heaven. They're in like hell. But that's a good show. Like if you kind of spoiled it, but
yeah.
but that's a good show.
Nah, yeah, dude.
Like aliens too, bro. Like y'all believe in aliens?
I feel like
for sure. Yeah.
I feel like there has to be something, you know?
Because like, what's the chance?
All, bro.
What's the chances? Look, what's the chances of the universe is forever expanding? You know,
and it's just us?
It's just us. Yeah, that just doesn't sit right with me. Like how?
Bro,
that's so
like
no,
we're like a little speck.
The thing that be
like in
the thing that be
space,
like making me stay up at night, bro. Almost every day, bro. I be thinking about this shit. It's not healthy, bro. Like it'll be like I'll be just looking at like I'm trying to go to sleep, and I'm like, damn, bro. One day, cause like according to scientists, like the one day the universe is just gonna be black, like nothing, bro. So I be thinking to myself,
what if that's today?
not that, but just like
that's like millions and millions of years.
There's a word for it. Not even millions. It's like billions and like,
cause it'll be to a point where it's so stressed. I think it'll over.
And there's not even.
It's always expanding like at this second too.
Yeah, and there's no more matter for stars to form. So it'll be just
start to end.
Black, like pitch black, like nothing. So I be thinking, I'm like, bro, like so it's like, it's so weird, like, bro, what if those? I see, it's making my brain like hurt, bro. Like, like what if there was no universe type shit?
No universe.
Like what? Like nothing. Like
once again, I'd be thinking about that,
bro. That shit like makes me like
so like
weird,
if God is
bro.
real, what is the point of God? Like, what's his origin?
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Like,
no, well, there's a point. Well, there's a point that say like the reason why they say there's like a higher power is because how did everything
start? How did everything start?
Like
they say Big Bang Theory. Like they say Big Bang Theory, but like what started the Big Bang Theory?
Like what? Like how?
That shit is weird, right?
Space or something.
But then Juan,
that's the point.
That's the thing. He's saying that it will go black, but then wasn't life before like anything? It was just black.
Yeah, but
and out of nowhere,
that's
so don't you think? Don't you think it'll start over?
That's the theory that it's a loop, that it's a never-ending loop. But that's the thing.
So we're stuck in like a wormhole.
I can't come to terms with that.
It's
like spiritually,
we're not gonna find out in our lifetime.
Yeah, like it's just
I don't
it's
think
crazy.
No one,
die, I guess.
Like I can't. Like mentally, I can't, like my brain can't process that. Like I was watching this video of Stan Lee. He was like, it was a couple, I think maybe a couple months before he died. He's like, are you scared? Someone asked him.
I think it was actually the podcast, not the podcast.
It was like
radio show host.
Yeah,
Larry Elder.
He's like, are you afraid?
Not Larry Elder. What the fuck?
I don't know his name, but he's like, are you scared of dying? He's like, nah. But he's like, I'm scared of the fact that I can't come to terms with it. What's after? Yeah. That's like, bro,
That's
can't.
how you feel?
Yeah,
a little bit.
I feel that right now. Like, bro, that shit
fucking terrifying.
Cause like. My anxiety ain't that bad, but like, bro, that shit turns a switch, and I'm like, bro, I start freaking out.
Yeah, but like
it's so weird, bro.
Like back to the alien stuff though, like what I was saying is just like, I highly doubt that we're the only things alive.
Yeah, it's too
like
crazy.
That's just too crazy. Like we're just talking about how big
out there too, like that, like kind of not proves it.
Yeah, man, I think it would be cool. Like, man, we can't be. But I think there's the other people out there, you know, well, not people, but like aliens, they're probably turning up or whatever, doing their own little kind of drugs.
Yeah, if we ever meet them, it'd be cool to see.
It's kind of how like, we're talking about too, like when you see how like small we are compared to the entire universe.
Yeah,
it's got to be something.
Yeah, of course.
There's like habitable planets, like 300 of them.
Yeah, I just searched up this one dude. I was watching this podcast, another podcast.
Oh no, you only gotta watch the Stable podcast.
And this guy, his name is
the best one though,
Brian Greene, and he said that he's like a scientist, like I think astrophysics, something like that, something along
astrophysicist, whatever,
something like that. And he said that when his dad died, like he's like an atheist, or he just doesn't believe because he's a scientist, you know. Mm-hmm. And he said that when his dad died, like even though he didn't believe in God, like he kind of like felt it like, oh, like that's why people have like religion. It's like just so it's comforting, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's
probably a huge part of religion.
Yeah, because it's like.
Cause like what's after?
Because if they tell you, oh, you're gonna be with your family, it's gonna be the same, you know, but just better. It's kind of like, oh,
yeah, because cause like, bruh, like I'm thinking about it right now. It's just driving me insane. Like,
yeah, dude, it sucks.
Like, I'm going overtime in my head right now.
I'm gonna have another crisis, bro. Let's wrap this up.
No, one more thing. I want to talk about aliens real quick. It's another. Well, this actually happened to someone I know, but it happened to my in the Puebla, in the same Puebla from where I'm from in Mexico. So basically, this person I know is super religious. Well, not super religious. It's just like, you know, the average Catholic goes to church every Sunday. Stuff like that. Well, this person, she would go to like to mass and how do you say rezar? To pray, right?
Yeah.
They would go. No, they would go to pray. They have like little like how we are right now, like little gatherings, just like to pray and
just
stuff.
Read the Bible.
And and out of nowhere,
like church group.
Yeah. One day, this one lady comes through, and supposedly she has like dope ass, like she can read the Bible really good, no stutter, nothing. Like she's really good at it. And then people start going with her, like, oh, let's go with her. Like we're gonna go today. We're gonna meet up. We're gonna pray. Okay. So this one time they went, and the person that the story's about says that like she didn't like the vibe there, like something was kind of off.
Yeah.
Like as in like
the lady or
her prayers were too like strong, to the point where it looked like people would like have out of body experiences.
Oh.
Like, and then the person that I know that experienced this was all like she looked around the room, and then pretend she was like the only well, not pretend, like she says that she was the only how you call it, like conscious one in there, because she would look around and everybody else was like kind of in a trance, bro. Like the like prayer was, like stuck. Like say because the lady would be like, you guys have to close your eyes though. We're gonna pray, but you guys have to close your eyes. And I guess the person the story's about didn't close their eyes or something. It didn't focus enough that they weren't put in the trance. And then she was like, I'm never coming back. Damn. But then one time she was forced to. And then there are like hella people are like, come on, you know, like peer pressure, like come on, like she does it hella good.
Yeah.
And then this time that she made them interlock hands, like okay, we're gonna pray, and then after we can go home. We like enjoy your Sunday, and same thing happened, bro. But I guess and she got kind of spooked, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna concentrate. Maybe it's true, like it's pretty good if I concentrate and if I look at her, or if I don't look at her, at the lady that would pray. And basically she said she started like feeling like kind of dizzy, like she started like feeling like she was like leaving her body, bro. And then like out of nowhere, bro, she just felt like sucked out, and it was just her in front of the lady that was praying. But her face was like kind of distorted.
What the fuck?
Like she was bald and her eyes were like up here and stuff.
Oh shit.
And she got hella scared, right? And she snapped out of it. And then but the lady who would pray, she felt that. Like she saw that the person saw her in her true form. So then after they'd done praying, she's like, "Okay, guys, before we leave, I want to say something very special happened during this prayer."
Oh shit.
She's all like, someone saw me in my true form, and I want to know who it was.
That's crazy.
Someone saw me in my true form, and I want to know who it was. And then this lady, she got scared, right? And then she's like, yeah, we're not leaving until you come up and say who it was. And then, well, no one was saying nothing. They're like, come on, say it, right? And she's all like, all right, then if you're not going to say who it was, I'm going to just name you out. And she points, she's like, it was you. You saw me. Yeah. And then she's like, say you saw me. And she's like, yeah, I saw you.
Fuck.
She's like, what?
I feel scared.
Yeah,
I didn't see nothing. I don't know.
She's like, and what did you see? She's all like, I saw you like this and like that. And she's like, yeah, I'm an alien.
What the fuck?
After that, no. Like, look.
Oh,
she's not like, yeah, like I'm like supernatural or something. And then after that, people were like, what? And they would stay looking at her like, oh, there she goes. She's like this extra, like this super being or something. It was to the point that she was so much talked to like of the town that the people the church was like, hey, you got to get up out of here. Like they kicked her. They kicked her.
Start, bro.
They kicked her out of the out of the town, and she's like, okay, she was like a nice lady, and she's like, okay, if you guys don't want me here, then she left, and no one's ever heard from her again. But that's like something that actually happened, so like not like a folktale like my first story with the duendes. That's like something that happened. There's people in that pueblo that can tell you all about it.
So here's the problem I have with that one though. Why would she out herself?
Why would she out it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
That's think about it. If she's in secret and she knows, I mean, she probably didn't know they're gonna kick her out, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess people wouldn't.
I guess it makes sense because I mean, if that one person saw her, no one knows this, so like,
who doesn't listen to Close Your Eyes, right?
Yeah. She's probably just like whatever. All right.
Yeah.
I don't really.
I forgot to mention, guys, like most of the people like didn't really how you say it, like care in a way. They were like, oh, because at the same time, or I mean, they cared, but at the same time, they were like, dude, her prayers are so dope, you know, like the way she reads this verse in the Bible or whatever, like, dude. So a lot of people were like, kind of like amused by it. So that's why I guess the church was like, when word got out, the church was like, hey, bro, we gotta kick her out.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's because they want to be the main ones. I feel like.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, that's
there's
crazy,
there's a lot of false prophets around.
Because when I was younger, bro, I'll tell you one experience I had. When I was younger, I woke up, you know, when you wake up to go to the bathroom, like, at night, like 2 a.m.
I gotta go to the bathroom right now.
You wake up and you're like, damn, I gotta take a piss. But this one, I was like 10, bro. I remember it was on a school night, and then I woke up and I took my piss, and I was walking back to my room. And this time, I used to share rooms with my sisters, and then we had a bunk bed, so I was on the top. Bro, while I was climbing my bunk bed, like, haz de cuenta, like, a flashbang, bro.
For real?
Like, bro, hella light just came, like...
You probably fell.
No, I don't know, bro. Bro, like, it was hella light, like, from being, like, dark, or like 2 a.m., you know? From being dark, like, it was daytime. But, it, like, a big-ass flash, and that shit lasted, like, probably 2 seconds. And I was like, what the fuck?
Were you like, as you were going up?
And then
imagine you like,
you know how you said,
and you know like how slept until it was daytime,
bro.
Like, sleep again.
Maybe you know how you said earlier, like you try to reason it, like or like I was like, bro, what could have been? I was probably like sleeping or something. That was probably a dream. That's what I was.
You think it was a dream?
I don't know. It felt so real. Like I felt like getting up.
He
I felt like
himself.
No, I felt like taking a piss and everything.
You
like
peed on yourself?
No,
wake up,
bro. That's happened to me before. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like I've like
I've
dreamt that like I'm actually taking a piss,
and then you piss
but
the bed.
I wake like I'm waking up. I'm like, oh,
but I kind of believe him with what he's saying though.
No.
Because that was just one experience.
I don't know, bro.
Because have you guys ever had sleep paralysis?
Yeah,
I've had that shit hella time.
I've never had it at all. I had this one dream that like scared me like bad though.
Man.
So I was in my room and I was just watching TV. I was sitting on my bed and then I looked towards like my closet and I like see some feet and they're kind of like whitish and stuff.
Babadook.
And then
Bigfoot hiding in your closet.
Now it was just the feet, and it was like out in the open. Kind of like towards like right in front of my closet.
Damn.
So there was like no body to it. And then I look back at the TV and I'm just watching it and then I just turn again and then it's walking to me, but now it has like knees.
Shit.
I look back at the TV.
But that was a dream, right?
It was a dream.
Oh, okay.
I look back at the TV and then I look back towards my closet and now I could see like the torso and everything and it's just like forming as it's walking towards me. So I was just like, you know
the
what?
closer it gets, the more you can see.
Wait, that was sleep paralysis or just
No, it was just a random dream that I had.
Okay.
And I looked back at my TV and then I looked back for like one final time and it was the full body of like the person and then it like went into me. It was like and I didn't feel like pain or anything. I just felt like pure terror. Like I was scared.
Damn.
Like in my dream.
And you woke up.
I felt like a bitch in my dream.
Yeah?
Yeah. I woke up and I was just like,
I've had a dream like that before.
That actually
I had sleep paralysis.
scared me in real life.
Yeah, sleep paralysis sucks.
It's crazy how Angel like, even like I remember like back in high school, like every time he had like a crazy dream, he like remembers it like vividly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a good ass memory.
Well, I heard that's good. If you can remember
dreams,
your
though.
dreams, I heard that's
like
good. If you
barely
can,
have
a lot of people write down their dreams, and then that's the first step.
He had a journal.
Yeah,
I tried. I had a journal. I never wrote in it, but I tried to do that. I've seen some YouTube videos because I wanted a lucid dream.
Yeah,
just because it seemed so cool, and I did it twice. Oh, I lucid dreamed the first time, and I was like, oh, am I in a
doing
dream?
everything you wanted.
And then no, I was like, am I in a dream?
No,
and I was,
what do you do when you were lucid dreaming?
look, this is exactly how it happened. I was like, am I in a dream? And then I'm like, I'm probably in a dream, and I'm like, I'm gonna try to wake up. And then I woke up, and then I was and I was hella mad at myself because I was like, I didn't do anything. And then there was this one time I was in a dream and I was fighting someone in my living room, and then
like this one.
and then like outside there was someone running past. They were running, and then
I think you
we
told me
stopped.
this
Probably
you might have
it was weird. And then we all just got around the kitchen table, and it was just my family eating, and we were just hanging out. We were having a good time. Like if I wasn't just fighting someone in the living room. But yeah, and then I went to go serve myself some more food. I went to go serve myself some more food, and someone like from the corner of my eye, I couldn't really see them. They're like, all right, Angel, it's time to go. And I'm like, what? I didn't look towards them, but they were like, all right, you've been here too long. You got to wake up now.
There was like,
and I was scared.
You know how they say life's a simulation, bruh? What if you were getting too comfortable and then they were all like, bruh, this dude knows too much right now. We got to kick him out of the simulation.
You could be dead right now, bro.
Oh my god!
Oh, my boy's shaking. Look at
it. Look like this.
He's like, guys, don't say that. Don't say that.
Nah, I have. I forgot what I was gonna say, bro. Never mind.
Going back to like the sleep paralysis type of thing.
That.
I have a dream that like so. I'm kind of like a mess. I had like gotten sleep paralysis like so much to the point where like I'm able to control it now, but I don't get it no more. But there's this one time where I was like at my elementary park, right? And I had a sleep paralysis, but the dream that like I had at that moment was I was just like at the park, like just playing around like on the swings or whatever, right? And for some reason, like my mom is just like on like the far side, right? And there's just like this one dude like on like with the mask on, and he's like just like sprinting like at my mom, and my mom was just like walking straight, and like he's just like running behind, like going after her, and like I'm like trying to yell.
But you can't.
But I can't.
Bruh,
I don't think I could.
And I was like,
bro. Yeah, it sucks because you're like with everything. Yeah.
And
the only thing you can get out is like,
yeah,
right? Yeah, the only thing you
can get out. For me, when I had it like 2 times, but the first time.
You're a liar, bro.
The second time I knew it was sleep paralysis, like I was aware, so I was just like, all right, let it be.
You said you never had it like me.
The best thing to do is to, when you know, but you could only open your eyes, is just to close your eyes and.
Yeah. But the first time, I was freaking out, bro. Like, it wasn't like the shit that y'all were saying. Yeah. Like, it was just more like a.
You guys have the monsters?
The
sleep paralysis monsters?
Not for me.
Bro, I've seen him before, bro. He's a fucking asshole. Bro. Were you gonna finish your story, though?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that, like, when I had it, like, it wasn't like I saw anything. It was just like I couldn't fucking move, and I was too focused on not being able to move that I wasn't imagining anything.
You were panicking.
Yeah. Like, it was just panic.
That's
like,
what happens most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
During high school, I remember during break, you came and told us that you had sleep paralysis, and you said that you were laying in your bed, and on the roof there was a hole.
That was one of the
and there was somebody looking at you through the hole.
I was like this, and I just kept looking. There was one to the side of me. I forgot what it was.
Oh yeah. There was one to the. There was one like on top, like in the roof, and there's one to the side. So there's 2 holes, 2 eyes looking at me, and I'm staring at the one on top. And what did he say? I forgot what he said.
Please don't do nothing to me.
I was like, I was scared as shit, dude, because I thought it was real.
He's like, I'm looking at, good,
I'm
bro.
looking at the eye, and I forgot what he said. I think it was a quote I remembered like subconsciously or something. Because you looked it up and you found it, right?
Yeah, I think it was part of a book.
It was
a quote. It was something about like walking into a forest or like leaving.
Was it?
I don't remember.
Something about
the eyes told you that.
The eyes was in like, my head, the eye was telling me. What did he say? I don't want to sound edgy, but I swear that's what he said.
He said like
something about anger, keeping me warm.
Damn, he was an edgelord.
Wait, what?
He says
that sounds weird.
Yeah, he said something about like your anger is keeping you warm.
Damn.
But like when you die,
who are you mad at, bro?
It's gonna keep you cold or something.
Who are you mad at,
Felix? That's like some deep shit.
That's what he said, bro. Because this is a time where I was pretty hateful. I'm not hateful like that, but you know what I mean. Like I was just like,
You know,
You were just like, fuck everybody.
I didn't care. But yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I forgot what he said. We need to look it up. He said something about anger keeping me warm. And it said, but it's going to leave you cold in your grave. And I was like, what? I woke up right there. I was like, what the fuck?
No,
That's
that's
kind of like a sign, I guess.
Maybe.
That probably just.
But I remember because he looked it up and he's like, oh, this is the quote right here.
like in a book or something. Damn.
that's free. Nah,
That's crazy. Like, your
see, that's
anger.
the shit that I could believe in. Like, not believe.
Because I feel like it's in
I
your
believe.
mind. I feel like that was in my own.
Yeah, because it was like sometimes like we know when we're doing something fucked up.
Yeah.
Like we know, like
I'm saying,
and we
it's
know
kinda
when,
like
when
a
we're doing
sign.
something.
And it's
good.
kind of like our like subconscious.
It's like they're checking you. It's like, bro, chill the fuck out.
There was another time. This is a different story. It's sleep paralysis where I think Adari told me he said he felt claws around his whole body,
Yeah.
and then he felt tails on his calves. Like he felt a tail like brush against his calf.
What?
And when he told me that, I was like, yeah, dude, whatever. And it happened to me, but it happened 2 years later. So that's how I'm thinking. Is it in your head?
You felt
or
like
is,
claws?
visit you?
And like
I felt like I was sleeping on my stomach, and I felt something on my back just squeeze me, and I'm trying to like move. I'm like fuck you.
what's?
And then he squeezes harder,
Yeah.
and then I feel the fucking tail. You know what I mean? I feel the tail.
Damn.
I don't think it wasn't on my calves, but I felt the tail, and I was like, what the fuck? That's fucking weird.
What?
So I'm thinking maybe it's in my head.
Maybe.
You know, I was thinking about Adari, but that was like hella long ago. Yeah.
No, but me, it'll be certain moments like in my life that I'll remember. Like, yeah, I would just keep coming back to. So it's probably that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember I tried to search up like during that time where I was getting hella sleep paralysis because I was like, bro, like it's not normal.
Yeah.
And I think from what I remember correctly, it was just something like something simple because I think they don't know why it happens to people. But I think like one of the reasons why they come up to is because you don't get good sleep.
Yeah, that's what I searched up. Yeah.
The one that I heard.
Tired and you sleep on your back, it happens.
Dude, I love sleeping on my back. I love sleeping on my back, but that's the only.
Hey.
That's bro. Like literally sleeping just like kind of like a mummy, bro. Just like facing the
That's why they
roof.
visit you, bro, because they think.
No, yeah. That's
ready, bro?
That's the only times where I've gotten sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
When I'm sleeping facing up.
No, that's
Yeah.
That's
Wait. I think my boy had a story.
That's probably why I don't get it, because I always
You don't
sleep on my
sleep?
sides.
Yeah.
And then I have to have my arm under
Bro,
my
I'll be
pillow.
hugging.
But
Me too.
That's exactly.
Be honest, bro.
But
With his booty in there. Hey, that's you, bro. I seen you, bro. Don't even lie.
nah. But
Everything about Mexico.
what I heard about like the sleep paralysis.
While he's sleeping, be going.
Hey, I seen the memes where they're like stretching out, like doing up.
Yeah.
When you wake up and you're like stretching and your leg twitches, but and
ass up in the air. Shit.
You think they get how he's sleeping? All right, so he sleeps like this. Look, let me see. Look, watch this. He sleeps like this. Look. So be honest. Be honest. Yes or no? Like this. Keep going.
Hey, I be like that like sometimes. No cap.
with your like hand under the pillow.
Yeah.
It's hella comfortable though, bro. Don't even lie. It is hella comfortable.
Hey,
but
this ain't
anyway,
even fun no more now.
my bad. Keep
Hey,
going.
but is he lying though?
Nah, I'm just kidding, bro.
Is he lying though?
Huh?
Is he lying?
Kinda.
Sometimes I do sleep like
Bro,
that.
be honest,
It's
bro.
good though. I be doing
Yeah.
that.
Hell yeah.
I be doing that too. We're
That's
just
hella
we're-
comfortable.
Yeah, we're just clowning. We don't want to scare the audience too hard.
Hey, with a little.
But,
When I'm on my
He be-
stomach, I feel like I'm suffocating though.
he be
Like,
chilling.
like I know, like yeah, you could tilt your head like
Yeah, weak
this
lungs.
high, but no, but I'd be like just cause like you know you're like breathing and then like the mattress is under you, like kind
No,
of. But that's
like,
just me.
And once I searched it up and figured out that the only reason you get sleep paralysis is by sleeping upward, ever since then I always sleep down.
I don't
Just
think.
'cause of
I
that.
don't think it's confirmed though. I think it's just because
It's more.
That's
It's
more
more
common.
likely.
Yeah.
Most common.
Yeah.
On
But yeah,
what I heard,
let him explain.
Yeah,
on the
So
topic,
you
what I
like-
heard is that no, on just like the sleeping thing, it's pretty much your body releases like this one thing. So when you're dreaming, you won't reenact those things. That's why some people like sleepwalk and stuff. That's because they don't have enough of that like liquid
yeah,
that's released when they're
Yeah,
sleeping.
because then say you're fighting
But-
and then out of nowhere you're fighting. And
Yeah.
you're, like. You're,
But what happens is that sometimes if you wake up and the liquid isn't like completely like
still rubs
dissipated.
Yeah.
That's why you're like
paralyzed.
paralyzed.
That could be that.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
What were we gonna say about you sleeping? Sorry, I didn't mean to shit all over it.
No, that's how I sleep with my hand under my pillow. I don't really put my leg up like that. Sometimes I do though. It's really comfortable.
So you're good like that though. You don't get
yeah.
Do you fall asleep quickly?
Angel
Probably
actually
like
said that he's
2-3
never
minutes.
gotten it.
2-3 minutes, knock
Right?
out.
Angel, you've never gotten sleep.
No, I've
paralysis.
never gotten sleep.
You should do that, bro. Stay up till 3 a.m. and sleep on your back. It's terrible.
He's like, hell no.
terrible, bro.
Nah, I don't.
No, it's
He
good
did-
that
no,
he had
no.
like a
Nah,
good
but it's-
sleeping routine.
it's-
There was this one thing I couldn't sleep one time, and I watched this video on how to sleep faster. They're talking about something.
Oh, yeah, he told me. That's hella funny. Yeah, it's hella funny.
They're like
Do
laying
a couple
back.
jumping jacks.
I was laying down, and they're just like think about like nothing, just like you're in a pond, just like.
How do you think about
Oh, you know what's a
nothing?
good way to fall
Or just
asleep
like
fast?
you know.
You gotta.
Nah. Nah.
You know what I heard?
What?
You know what I heard?
Nah. knows what I'm talking about.
No. I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking.
Nah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's true.
How to fall asleep fast?
You gotta let one go, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's-
And if you got it, hey,
Yeah, you got it.
you got it, bro.
It's not what you're thinking, nasty, but
Yeah, you nasty.
If you know, you know.
Anyways, I heard a really good one is to like kind of like open and close your eyes like a bunch of times, cause then that'll get your eyelids muscles tired,
I've seen that too.
and then you just can't open your eyes. Well, yeah, you can, but it's just like from all the like opening and shutting your eyes really quick, you just get tired easy.
Nah,
Okay.
my bad. No, you didn't let me finish.
oh, what?
I said,
Oh. Yeah, I was just laying down. I was like, this shit's never gonna work, and then I knocked out.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't even remember.
No, say the full story.
No, that was.
He said it funnier last time, or when he told me 2 years ago. He said,
I mean, I probably
he
don't
said,
remember everything, but
bruh, I was relaxing on a what?
he be
on
talking-
the
he
thing,
talks like that.
on the thing.
on a hammock.
Hammock.
Nah, this is my funny voice, but I was just laying down on a hammock, and then you were like counting or something, and he said, "Bro, this shit ain't gonna work," and you're like, "Oh shit, it's gonna work," and then he said he fell asleep like that. It was like something by the military or something, used by the military.
Yeah.
Remember?
You be falling asleep like you.
Spooky.
The best thing to like help with your sleep and it makes sense like you fall asleep like around the same time.
No, never.
He said, "No."
He said, "Scratch that. You're wrong."
It's
Hans.
like
you're wrong.
it's like so random.
Well, it can make sense because like I don't know, it's, like your
I wake up
your
around the
body's,
same
like,
time.
Getting tired at the same time because you're used to it.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's me, bro.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I fall asleep like at completely random times.
Yeah, it's more like when
I feel like-
want to sleep.
I feel like once I lay down and I'm just like really not doing nothing, that's when I probably get sleepy. But if I'm like up and doing something, I don't really get
can
sleepy
hold
at
it
all. And then if I'm watching TV or something, I won't get sleepy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
that's why for like
most
me
of the
like
time.
I can't.
unless I'm like super tired like off like working out or whatever like if I'm just like laying in bed I'm just gonna overthink about just hella shit
Yeah.
and I won't fall asleep.
Yeah, I hate when I'm hella tired the whole day, and then, I get home, get in the bed, and I can't go to sleep.
I can't sleep when the TV's on, bro. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how people
I
leave it on. They say it's bad luck if you have your feet towards the TV too.
Oh,
They say it's a portal.
dude.
Wait, you said what? You said what?
I'm trying to hop in that
They
portal.
say if you sleep, it's bad luck. I don't know. It's probably just my crazy ass Mexican mom. But she says sleeping with your head to the window or your feet to the window is a portal, and sleeping with the TV on is a portal too.
Yeah, I heard that for like mirrors.
TV on?
Apparently
TV
my
on.
room was like really bad because I have my bed, and then in front of me is my TV,
and then behind you is your window.
and then right next to my TV I had a mirror, and then behind me there was another mirror, and like if you'd stand specifically,
He's going
you
to
could
hell.
see like the
Like you can see the behind you and in front of you.
yeah, on the mirror. I don't know what it's called. But apparently
After
that was
image?
like a
like a-
vortex. When you
it-
put like two
Oh,
mirrors together,
yeah, I
and
know
you
what
can
you
see the
mean.
mirror and the other mirror and then the other mirror.
So where you going? You were going
Just keeps on
straight to
going.
hell, right? You're just
Pretty much.
That's the one way.
But the only thing saving me was
One-way ticket, not gonna
little
come
Jesus
back.
Christ on top of my bed.
You said hell no.
Hella work.
I had to like sleep like next to your phone too, and I be doing that.
Wait, what?
I sleep next to your
I
phone.
never.
I mean, that's just because it could blow up. I don't think it's
Like
'cause-
if it's charging. Remember when like galaxies were blowing up? With it? Like,
Yeah. Or some guy. They say that if you sleep with your phone on you, you could have lower sperm count.
yeah.
That's not true.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's because
'Cause it's radioactive.
It's because the radio. Yeah, it's radiation.
Yeah, everything's radioactive here. We're fucking dying. Look
Nah.
at all that shit.
Say what you want, but that's what it is.
I fell asleep with the hot hands one time.
Oh, that's bro.
Dude, they were making crazy hot.
Those hurt
Crazy.
more regular burns because they're low temperature.
What is that?
So they're pretty
shake
much just like little pouches. I don't know what they
And they
have
keep your
inside
hands
them.
warm?
Yeah, just hand warmers. They're
held on
pretty
to
much
them
hand
all night?
warmers. No,
He was like, dude, he was sleeping like this.
like I had them in my hands and
wanna
I fell
feel like I'm
asleep,
in
and
hell,
it was
bro.
under me. It was under me.
Bro,
and
the
then I
mirrors
woke
and the
up.
hot hands. Man, you in hell already. Nah, but I got a big box of them if you want. They really work when you're cold.
Oh damn.
I
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
With them one
I-
time. It was like 30.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like you could keep them in like in your
Yeah,
and then
There's toe warmers too. I have some too.
toe warmers.
Damn.
You put them on your toes.
They'll
They'll stink after a while, but
Hey.
or, I mean for you guys, I don't know about.
Have you ever fallen asleep to like with your AirPods?
Nah.
Yeah, I
That shit
have.
hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
You get a big old pimple.
What?
I remember one time, bro. You never got a big old pimple? I remember I got.
In your ear?
Not to get nasty, bro, but it was just right here in the entrance, sort of.
Oh.
And I remember it got hella fat. It would hurt.
It hurt?
It would hurt to even touch my ear. And I remember it got so fat, it was like ready to pop, bro.
Bro, my sister stay trying to pop my pimples like all the time. Like it's hella annoying.
Yeah,
shit
it's
hurts,
crazy
bro.
how some people are attracted, like they like
Yeah,
it.
it's the girls, bro.
They, well,
Yeah,
not
the girls,
attracted. They
bro,
just be
no.
like, ooh, pimples, and then be trying to pop.
Yeah, bro. My shit got so fat, and it was tender, like or that's what it is, right? Tender
Yeah.
when it hurts to
Yeah.
touch. Yeah, it would hurt so bad to touch. And I remember this is when I was working at the restaurant I mentioned before, when I was doing the mop. I was going like this. Because of the mop. The mop.
Sure, bro? I don't know, play.
Yeah, let me move the microphone.
Well, you was getting
The
the
mop,
extra pay or something?
I'm gonna stop doing that. There's no way to justify it. But anyways, I was doing the mop, and I accidentally hit myself like this. Because I don't know how like this. But I ended up hitting,
shoulder raises, bro.
yeah, I ended up hitting my ear, and
That shit pop.
yeah, it's hella nasty. Yeah, it was like out, it like shot out. And it was like blood pouring down my
Yeah.
neck, bro. I was like, damn. I was just glad it was over.
Damn, that was bad then, bro.
Yeah, I actually have a photo to this day on my iPhone.
No.
Hey,
But-
nah, bro.
No, the bloody ear pod. The bloody ear pod. I wasn't wearing it, but the day it felt better. Literally like an hour later, so I just wore ear
The day it felt better?
And it
the
come
day
on-
popped.
it-
You said the day it felt better, but you
Oh.
said it was the same day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, cue the crickets, bro.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Wait, what?
oh, okay. So, anyways, yeah, and it was like just blood pouring, and it was pretty gross. But, anyways, we should take a bathroom break because I really need to pee.
Oh,
Bathroom break.
Bathroom
bathroom
break.
break.
Did we not take those?
I think this is it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, this is it, man.
Pretty nice.
That's pretty
Bro,
good
it was- it was
episode.
a dope episode.
I could go on talking the whole day, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could keep going, bro.
sorry,
Just talking
sorry
about-
to end it with such a nasty note. All the puss on my ears.
No.
The mop.
Yeah, the mop.
The mop.
Hey.
Hold on, my mom's coming. Give me a
All
second.
right, man.
Hey, where's my backpack? I gotta go.
Juan's about to get his ass whipped.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much
He's
what's
past
gonna
his
happen.
curfew right
Yeah,
now.
I've never heard his mom that.
All right, let's wrap.
He said with daylight
right.
savings at this.
All right, guys, that's my time.
Curfews.
All right, guys, I gotta
Yeah,
get
so
home
every-
before I get my ass whooped. Nah, I
Hey,
gotta
Juan's
go.
about to
hey,
come with a
this
black guy.
This was pretty good. I think no cuts actually, bro.
No, it was no cuts.
It's pretty good.
If
And
you
It
guys
shows that we're getting better.
Yeah, we are getting better.
If you guys like this episode, please subscribe, leave a like.
Actually,
comment.
let
You
us
guys need-
know.
You
Let
guys
us
need to
know.
comment. You guys don't.
Yeah.
see-
Yeah, we want to hear y'all ghost stories.
Yeah.
I want to hear that shit. I
I
want
want
to.
to believe in ghosts first.
Or no,
Yeah,
we don't.
yeah,
We
yeah.
don't care about your ghost stories.
No, yes we do.
We do, bro.
Especially
We don't care about your made up stories. All right. This
Hey,
is
where-
100% real. All right.
wherever you're watching this on, and like whether it's like on Instagram or you're watching our little reels or whatever. I want to know your ghost stories. So give us like comment down like your ghost stories. I actually want to read them. I'm gonna read them.
Hey, I just want to shout out too to like anyone who's been like active so far, like with us to this day too, and like showing
you so
us
much.
love.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Thank you
keep
for
up-
showing
we,
love.
we see it all. We see it all.
Yeah, we see
And
it
we'll
all.
talk about it. So.
Thank you guys. We might have a giveaway soon, sponsored by myself.
Oh,
Hey,
Hey.
I don't know. Maybe like
we'll see. We'll see.
$25
Maybe in the
gift
future.
hey.
I'm down.
Xbox.
I'm down to pitch in for like
Sure, yeah.
good
We
stuff.
can,
Yeah, we
whatever
could all
you guys
just-
want. All right. So if you guys watch this to the end, you get to decide. So
You can go fishing
I'm
with
thinking
Felix.
you can go fishing with me. You can go to
Bowling with Angel.
Or we could go to Arby's with one of the lucky subscribers. You have to be a
Oh,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
No, you have to be a guy though. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Just comment what you would like to see. Like a giveaway, I guess. We could do gift cards or something.
Yeah.
So just
And any other topics too, if like
Yeah.
what if you guys want to talk
A
about.
date with Oscar. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the real prize. So first place gets a date with Oscar. Second place gets another another date with Oscar, I guess.
2 and 1.
Third place.
The third one is
date with Oscar.
yeah.
All right, but anyway,
when you get a date with Oscar. But I want to sign this off. All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now you
Come on, take us home.
All
Take us
right.
home, man.
This is a freaky ass episode, but we hope y'all here for the next ones. And